on.
Okay, hi, everybody in TV land. Welcome to the special meeting of the Nantucket Historic District Commission. It's Thursday, August 25th, and I'm told that it's about 2 or 3 minutes after 1. Present live in person are Val Oliver, myself, Ray Pohl, and Stephen Welch. And I believe we have Carrie Thornwell on Zoom, correct, Carrie?
Yes.
Okay, so there's Carrie. Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay, very good. So that's 4 of us. That's more than a quorum. We've got a couple of things we need to go through today. First and foremost, can I have a motion to approve today's agenda?
So moved.
Thank you. Val has made that motion. On that motion, Stephen.
Aye.
Thank you. Carrie.
Aye.
Very good. Val on your motion.
Aye.
And I'm in favor, motion carries. Okay, let's see. Any commissioner comments at this time?
No.
Okay. Any public comment at this time?
I can pull one up online.
Okay,
We're all
I think that was a no. Wow, so this leads us directly to our
Craziness.
succinct new business agenda. I'm gonna hand the microphone over to Val Oliver.
Thank you. I reviewed these applications one at a time, and to make our business, I think, as efficient as possible, I'd like to point out a couple of things.
Yes.
I have them grouped in houses that are the same. So I just wanted to point that out. For instance,
Oh, it's-
5 beach grass, 10 beach grass, and 21 honeysuckle are the same house, with the exception of different window pane patterns
Okay. And
and
colors.
colors.
Okay.
I just thought this might be helpful.
Oh, hell yeah. So now, Terry, strike the word hell from that, okay?
I thought you said hell.
I said, yeah, helpful. Okay, so maybe, are you suggesting possibly that we review like each design? Like we'll review a design, look at its various locations on the site plan
Val, did you see this?
and the
Yes.
appropriateness of the design in general. And then get down to the specifics of like how it interrelates with its neighbors. Is that
Yeah,
your
that's
suggestion?
Oh, I was just thinking even
Oh, hang on a second.
less than that, but
We
That
have
makes sense.
streetscapes. We can see them all lined up.
Because we can do the design and then we can look at it in context. Is that what you were saying?
That's exactly.
See, I guess just simplify what you said one.
Yeah.
okay. So these are the 3 that are the same.
Okay,
All right, here are the streetscapes where they all relate to each other.
now let's keep one thing in mind.
Yeah,
Linda,
people
that
can.
we have one member who's zooming in. So I think that in this case, what we should do is make sure that we're, to keep Carrie abreast of everything that's going on. Let's do it all on our Zoom screen. For
Okay.
those of you that want to look at the paper copies,
Oh, there we
fine.
go. Val,
But
you
let's
saw
make
that,
sure
right?
that, okay,
No, that's not right, is it?
Yeah.
This is 5 beach grass.
Well,
No,
it
it's
should be
doing
like-
5 beach grass.
this
Oh,
is
yes, we
5
are.
beach grass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
69, 67, 68, and 69 are before you. Obviously, we've got a couple of smalls that are different. We've got a medium that's different. So that's how each grouping has its own, like 80, what is it? 88, 89, 90, they have their own streetscapes. and
Linda?
these are
I think that
streetscapes.
makes it confusing.
Linda, this document that I'm looking at right now has 3 different prototypes on it, correct?
There are 3
I'm
different
looking at the
houses.
front of the 3 different prototypes.
Right, lot 67, 68, and 69.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna recommend that we shift for a moment. We're gonna take the one on the left-hand side, Carrie. and
Got
we'll call that, well, that's lot 67. all
5
right?
beach grass.
5 beach
5 beach
grass.
grass.
5 beach grass, okay? So let us review the architectural merits of this particular design first. And once we've reviewed its architectural merits, then we're gonna look at where it is situated, how many of them, where they are on the site plan, so that if there's any thing that comes up in terms of that location versus some other location, we get to this, the specifics of it, okay? So
That's the most relevant thing in front of you, right?
this,
Yeah.
well, we'll get to that. So, item 1 shall be our review of this particular prototype. What do we think about it? Linda, is there anything that you want to tell us, or I think the drawings probably speak for themselves in this case, wouldn't you think?
They speak for themselves. You guys have approved this house already.
Oh, we have?
Oh, yeah, all
Yeah.
of these have been approved
Oh,
except for the three
oh.
largest.
Okay,
So these are all things that you guys have seen in the past. But on the first 13, this is the next
well,
12.
frankly, you know, these were the ones that were the easy ones to do with the
Right.
Richmond group. you
The
know,
last three,
these are
90,
sensitive.
92, 93, and 94 are the ones I want you to look at because we have not seen the largest, and those are the three large. So these are all the smalls,
One
1,
step at a
2,
time,
and mediums,
Baby
1 and 2.
steps.
So you've seen these before.
okay.
No, it's like dried fruit. You can't see too much of it.
So,
It's fine. It's
Okay,
appropriate.
I would say so, but I do want to hear from Carrie and Stephen on this. And at the moment, we're not reviewing colors just yet.
They're all changed. Some
Right.
have moire black, some have cobblestone, some have.
Let's get to that when we
colonial
get
slate.
down to the site plan where each one of these models is going.
These are modular.
No, they're all stick built. How about that? And that's how fast, if you look at the pictures, you can see how fast they're going up. So
My
they're-
only comment, oh, sure.
Okay, Carrie, what?
I only have one comment and it's about what I believe is the north elevation. And I just think that little porch roof looks tight to the window and doors and I would just extend it a foot on either end. It's a tiny little thing, but it just seems so squeezed in there. that it-
Tight to the window and door on
She
the
had-
first
Yeah,
floor.
just,
And yes, I absolutely agree with that.
just lengthen it by a foot on either side.
Extend it beyond the end of
Left
the
to right.
building.
No, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
Yeah, no.
That's right.
See how see how basically it looks like you've
Oh, the one on the
shoehorned,
side.
yeah, you've shoehorned the door and the window in. Just move those columns a foot further
Okay,
away on
extend
either
them.
side, so the porch gets wider by
Actually-
2 feet.
Make a match, please, the width of the dormer above.
Do what?
Oh, that's cool. Would that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
you-
all the way over to the edge of.
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no, no, no.
Just the same
Simply the
width.
width, so you have proportional width elements
I got it.
on the first and the second floor.
Do you
I
got
don't
that? Val?
understand,
Okay.
but I don't.
See
So
how-
whatever the dormer width is,
That porch is
have
that
the
width.
porch be the same width.
That's fine.
Do you see what
Yeah,
Stephen's
Can I
saying?
do that through staff?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, now, Stephen, anything else to add?
I don't think this is a negative, but I want to know, the door heights, I think, are 7 foot, and I think most of the others in the community are 6, 8. I think this actually works better, given the height of the structure, the window sizes and the window heights and widths and the door height. I don't think it's inappropriate, but I just want to note that it is a little bit different, and I
Yeah,
think it's
look at the,
beneficial.
Look at the front elevation. They're all the same.
Yeah, no, I mean, some of the other ones in that
Right.
community.
Well, those other guys are 6'8" pretty much because they're modular
Yeah,
and they're
Yeah.
getting squeezed down because of the double floor sandwich.
yeah, these actually look more appropriate to this height of the building, whereas those seemed a little smallish.
Totally
Yeah.
agree. Totally
Okay.
agree.
That was
but they're lower
Okay.
than the window height.
All right,
And is that the north elevation?
okay, on this
Yes, north,
particular
okay.
model, that would be the north elevation,
Okay.
yes.
Nice.
All right.
okay, can I just ask, can we identify on that sheet of paper where what addresses are this model?
Yeah,
Just so we
okay.
can have an idea, or we can. write
So-
it down.
All right.
5,
Okay.
10, and 21, I think.
Okay.
What color are we?
What's the lot number on this one?
67.
Oh,
67?
sorry.
That's why it's so
67 is
confusing
over
in
here.
there.
See that I know, and I'm gonna have them all marked. Here's 67, so that's an A1. There's another A1 over here.
So are all the red ones the same
A1
design?
Oh, it's
A1.
actually orange. There's a darker red.
This is the orange,
So
this is the red.
Carrie,
Right here, here.
Yes,
We're not-
See the big spiral on the site plan?
Yep,
That's the model that we just reviewed in the location where we're reviewing it.
yep, I get it.
Other models that match that are that sort of, we'll call it light red, almost orange color.
Yep, I see those.
Esme, are you controlling the joystick?
I am.
89.
So,
These are
uh,
affordable.
Linda, have Esme, point out,
77.
Yeah.
is that one, Linda?
Mhm.
Before we go,
Oh, yeah, I'll show you.
Yes.
These are the affordable units, by the way, we have to put in.
don't complicate
All right,
things.
right
Just-
here, right here,
Yes,
right here,
yes.
and right here.
They're all the A1s.
One
We don't
that's,
have one up here, we don't have that yet.
Okay, so
Right
we're
here.
what's
reviewing,
that lot number?
That is lot 74.
I don't have that under the same.
No,
The
we've
lot,
already approved, 74 we've already approved.
Oh.
So it's lot 74, 77, right here.
okay,
Over here is 89 and 67.
so are we,
These are
all-
duplexes, they're separate.
okay, hang on. Did you say the one on the far right-hand corner was already
We're not,
approved?
no, we're not doing.
Oh, not that one?
No.
But are we reviewing 4?
This
Three.
is approved.
No,
Oh,
Linda,
yeah.
Linda, stop.
Okay,
The one that's circled right now on the right hand, yes, is that approved or not?
that's approved.
Okay, so let's strike that from the
But the
conversation.
only reason she did that is because they're the same house.
Fine,
Right.
that's, okay, that's fine. But, so we're reviewing 3 of this model.
You're approving, this is already approved. You're approving this
But we're
one.
not approving anything
Yeah,
just
this is
yet.
already approved in the first 13.
can we, Linda, I'm gonna
Oh my
ask,
God.
can we, I just wanted, the question was simply,
Of the new
what's
ones.
on the agenda today? What
Yes.
street addresses are the same model? 5 is 21 something is, right?
This 60, lot 67 on your agenda, she's got both the lot number and the address.
They don't all have it.
Lot 67,
Which
and
is
lot
5.
89
So 21
That's it.
Honeysuckle.
of that design.
And
yes.
five
Of that design, because
Because
that's what we're
you know
doing.
these
We're
two.
reviewing per design.
Okay, so as he knows them, so Ezra, would you give us the street addresses, please?
21 Honeysuckle Drive and 5 Beachgrass.
That's 21 Honeysuckle.
Just 2 of them?
Just 2,
Okay.
because the
already done
other
these.
ones that Linda's pointing out were already approved.
So here's honeysuckle here, down at the bottom, and this is beach grass up here.
Okay, so now that we know where these 2 are, Linda, just do a quick review of the color scheme for each one. And did you say that there was a modulation of the window type?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
lot 67, see,
Okay,
I
so
don't have
it's-
all of them in front of me because they're in different applications here.
That's number 5.
Lot 67 has a white window, Georgetown gray roof, Nantucket red door, and trim white.
Hey, sorry, Linda. Could you refer to them by their street
Okay,
address?
that's-
Because
Five Beach
that's-
Grass.
that's
5 beach grass.
5 Beachgrass, okay.
Right, is
go.
white, windows are white, trim is white, doors Nantucket red, and the roof is Georgetown gray, and they are 6/6.
Very good, because that's what we saw on the
Right.
screen a while ago. Okay, how about it, kids? Any
You want a
comments?
Motion to approve this.
Okay,
Did you want to do the other one too?
nope,
So
we're
you
approving
sign?
one at a time.
Okay.
Okay, so Val has made a motion to approve the very first one at 5 Beachgrass.
Through staff. With the,
Oh, yeah,
Expanded
with
porch.
through staff with the widened porch on the north elevation.
Okay.
On that motion, Carrie,
Aye.
Stephen,
Hi.
very good. Val, on your motion,
Aye.
and I'm in favor.
or do you want to
Okay.
go to 21 honeysuckle,
Yes,
the
we
same
do.
design?
Yes, we do.
That's number 9 on here.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, so we will stipulate that the same porch, regardless of its orientation.
Yep.
Will be widened in the same way that 5 Beachgrass was.
okay.
Now, describe for us the color scheme for this model.
You're gonna have to go through it.
Oh, it's written on here.
2 of them.
More black roof,
It's on the street shades.
cobblestone gray, sand tone windows and black
All right,
door.
it's moire black roof, front door is black,
Are they at the
windows
front
are
or is
sand
it-
tone, guys. Windows are sand tone and the roof is cobblestone gray. So it's gray, sand tone, moire black roof and front door black.
And this is 6/6 also.
Also 6/6,
Yeah.
correct.
And they're on two different roads.
I thought the drawings showed a 2/2. Can you just scroll up to the elevations real quick?
I saw something that showed.
That's 2/2, but we're not on lot 16A yet.
Okay,
Well, there are the drawings, right?
No, so
No.
what's
No.
confusing, is she had.
Streetscape,
Got it.
okay, so there it is.
now, so Stephen has pointed out that the front porch is quite shallow.
Do you have room on the site to pull
These
that
are,
out a
no,
little
these
bit?
are all approved by the planning staff. Every one of these houses in there has to go through there, and if we get too close, they make us pull everything back. So these are all approved by the planning staff.
Well,
They're the
how wide
same
is that
depth, or
porch?
take a look at those. They're the same depth as all those. They are shallow, but they won't let us go any closer.
Well,
It's a very unusual situation we've inherited.
Are they 3.6 or 4.0? What are they?
What?
Three. I can't read it.
What are you
It's like a
asking?
3-foot deep
The
porch.
depth of the front porch,
6.
3.6.
It's 3.6, you said?
Yeah.
All right.
They look all right now when we're looking at the pictures. I just thought they were narrow also.
I guess, see that? I mean, that's deeper because it rebates, at least. Oh, no, actually, it does not. It pops off the.
Yeah. No, it's just in the site plan, it
It
looks
looks-
really small,
Yeah.
like a Juliet porch.
Yeah, here's the same things.
Yeah,
Get that little piece, that's.
yeah. I mean, there's enough room to sit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, what do we think about this one at 21 Honeysuckle?
I would motion to approve this one as,
With a through staff thing with the porch.
yes, that goes without saying.
Mhm. Okay, on Val's motion, Carrie,
Aye.
good, Stephen?
Hi.
Thank you, Val, on your motion.
Aye.
Thanks, and I'm in favor, so there's 2 down.
Okay, next one is 3 beach grass.
Okay, can I ask before we move forward, please identify any of the other street addresses that are the same model?
Oh, yeah,
Wait, which number are you on?
3 beach grass.
I had 14 beach grass and 19 honeysuckle. but
All right,
let's
where's
see
that
what
little
Linda
color
says.
coded map again? Ray, do you have it? I have
The
one.
map I
I have one.
don't have.
Hold on.
Could I ask a really quick question here?
Terry. Yes, go ahead, Terry.
Yeah, 10 beach grass, was that the same design?
Yes.
So
No.
is it,
9. No, what is it? What's number
There was
9?
only 5 beach grass and 21 beach grass.
No,
I mean,
21
honeysuckle.
oh, 5 and 21, I thought you had said 10. All righty,
Okay,
never mind. Now the next design is which 2 addresses?
14 beach grass.
Beach grass.
Did you say 3 beach grass?
14, 3, and
Which one, what do you have on your list next?
3.
3 beach grass would be this one. That is a large. Now, these are different.
well, wait, before.
So why don't we
Let's
leave the
just
large to
identify,
last?
let's identify the addresses first. So
Okay,
3
that would
beach
be
grass,
3 beach grass.
and then what are the other addresses that are the same design?
So what is your,
Mine doesn't.
see,
key
I'm
on
not
that.
pulling out every one of those
Hey.
things.
Linda,
Well,
They're
what do you
exactly
have?
the same.
they're color coded. This should be
I
like super
have-
straightforward.
3 beach grass, 14 beach grass, and 19 honeysuckle is the same
Thank
model.
you.
Okay,
Yeah,
Linda,
that's-
can you
That is
verify
correct.
That's
All
correct.
right,
That is
now we're
correct.
cooking with gas.
Now, these are ones
Thank
you've
you.
never
Thank
seen
you.
before. These are the larger
Okay.
of the bunch.
So for Carrie's benefit, let us get the elevations for 3 beach grass up on the screen. So Carrie, just to reiterate for you, the one that we're going to review first of this next prototype is 3 beach grass, but 14 beach grass and 19 beach grass will also
19
be.
honeysuckle.
19 honeysuckle.
19 honeysuckle, so sorry.
14 beach grass and 19 honeysuckle.
Correct. Those will be the 2 that will follow this one.
Right.
So here's prototype number 2.
And you've never seen this one before.
Is
These
this
are
a
the-
duplex, Linda?
No,
No.
it's large. We have small, 2 types of small, 2 types of medium, 2 types of large.
Very
This
good.
is large number 1, which none of you have seen before.
The only thing I had a concern about is the window in the stairwell.
On the south elevation.
Yeah,
East.
the window that has a like 4-light over it,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's gone. Took
gone.
that out, yeah.
it's
No, it
on
was
all
gonna
of
be
them.
gone.
I know, but I took it out. Just didn't get the
Well,
drawings in time.
well, let me just
That
make
comes
sure.
out.
What's out is the, that very large transom over the window,
betcha.
right? Okay,
Yeah, I don't mind the window in a stairwell, especially on the back of a house.
No, it's completely historically appropriate.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I wanted to change, if you go back to the front elevation,
is that horizontally
Yes.
formatted?
Yes,
I
I
fixed
had
it.
that
I fixed
written
it.
down too.
Okay,
It's
so
just
what
gonna
are we
be
gonna do with
it's
that?
gonna be a single in the middle, so the panes are very, it's gonna be the top sash of the other windows, let's put it that way.
Okay,
Like the ones in the
are we all
gable.
fine with that?
Yep.
Take the
Say that
top
again?
sash, take the top sash of the 2/2 or
Yeah.
2/1.
And make it a 6/1.
No,
No,
No.
No,
I'll make
It
it
just
a
doesn't
4
do this.
A
it does
4
this.
light over a single light.
This here.
No, not that.
no, actually, I like
The same
Val's,
shape.
no, I like Val's
No.
suggestion better than yours, which is just take that same window and stick it down there. Because if you take the top sash of the 2 light, it's gonna be like, it's gonna look kind of ridiculous. It's gonna be 2 panes.
Well, that's what I was saying. Obviously, the horizontal bar comes off. We just have one single bar in the middle, which you've done in a couple of the others.
Okay, listen, Val has a better idea.
So you want a 4 light down there?
We want that
Just
4 light.
just like that. I mean, it's gonna be 2 of the same window on one elevation. It's
It'll
perfect.
simplify the
Okay.
framing better.
Yeah.
So match the gable window?
Match the gable window.
And for the record, I think the crayon look is good.
Yeah, really, I love that.
You like the color? It's an
And you know what?
unapproved
She
color.
did it in blue because that's the way it's coded in on the site plan.
So that's through.
Okay.
staff.
Colors, Linda, now that we're getting down to specifics. First of all, Carrie, Val, Stephen, any other comments on the prototype before we move to the specifics of this location?
I think just the front door and the side, the doors look dinky compared to the scale of the windows. The windows are quite large.
7.
These ones are 7.
The doors,
No, you know what I think it is maybe, because that's got 6 little chiclets and the windows have big panes, so maybe
Yeah.
it should be a different,
Maybe it should be the 4 light.
like a 4-light door.
Yeah, I get what you're
that's
saying.
okay, just as long as the panes are vertically.
Well, here's a
formed.
question. What happens if I remove the horizontal line and then it's just 3 lights across that are
like
relatively
that.
relationship to
No.
that?
That's kind of what you were doing with that other window.
Well, I think they were going for a craftsman door of some sort.
But
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
fine.
what those windows is.
A 4 light would still be craftsman. The thing that concerns me though is that frontis piece that's around it's both atypical and unattractive.
What? do you
The
want me to do
head,
with it?
I don't know, it's oversimplified and that head casing is much larger. Unless for some reason it's a thicker piece of wood, so it'll be a relief.
You want me
you
to
know.
make the sides the same as the front, as the top piece?
I don't know, I think.
No, he
maybe-
wants the top to be wider,
Yeah.
thicker.
I think if either,
Then
if
you
you're
get
gonna have
some-
that, make it thicker so there's some type of shadow
I
above
agree.
it, or make it thinner. Does that
Okay.
make sense to you?
Which I'd rather make
We
it
do
just
it
thinner
all
to
the time.
match the side trim.
But
But
It'll
that-
look
but
more
that-
attractive. If you use a 5/4 on that, or if the other trim is 5/4 on the sides, just use a 2x on the top, it's gonna look really attractive.
Do by what?
Just whatever that board is,
looks like
nominal.
a 6 or an 8.
It'll be a 6/4 board thick on the top, so it'll create a shadow line on the side casing, because otherwise it just looks very strange.
I don't know how to explain that to them.
I'll
Just-
key in afterwards.
Okay.
Just say that you want the,
6/4 head casing, 5/4 side casing, unless you're using 3/4 inch trim and then you want a 5/4 inch.
Well, you're
head
gonna have to
casing.
write it out because they're not listening.
I have a
So-
question.
Yes, madam.
I think the height of this is 2911. Is that right? What are the height of the smaller ones? Are these gonna loom over the smaller ones in the same neighborhood?
Well, but 28.3 and
2811. And what are the smaller ones?
2811, Carrie.
Yeah, I see now. And what are the smaller ones, height?
28.3, 28.6, and 28.11.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of difference between the heights on these. The colors are up at the top as well on this one.
Yeah, and honestly,
She just wants to check
all,
tonight.
every single Richmond one that we've approved, to my knowledge, has always been right at 30 feet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're all boxes.
Yeah.
And they all
And they're
have black
mod, but-
roofs. How
Yeah.
attractive.
That was based on the fact they're modular, but there's
That's
just a
good
more.
if they
value
want
that's on
solar.
it, so.
Okay,
What is the colors up here on this one? This one is 68. It's windows are black, roof is charcoal black, door is black, and trim is Nantucket gray. It's all in the darker brown. I don't want everything white. in
What's the trim?
Nantucket
Nantucket
gray.
gray.
Oh,
So it's black sash, black
Paul, you
door.
just decided to join us?
Yeah, I've never been to
Never been
a,
to one.
never been to an HTC meeting, never knew anything about them, so I just said.
Really? I feel like you've been here before.
No, I've never stepped foot in an HTC meeting.
Okay, well then,
All right,
guys,
so-
we gotta step up.
I gotta-
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I do my pre-review.
Yeah, we need to get a show going.
All right, I got a window
Okay,
change
so,
and a,
Permission to treat the applicant's
Trim.
agent as hostile.
There we go. You're out of order, Linda.
get it.
That's the kind of HTC I like. Okay, so, all right, we're all satisfied with the color scheme
Yes.
for this particular lot? And with the changes, which would be that the door, the window to the left of the front door will match the one in the gable end. We're removing the transom over the door and the removing the transom over the window in the stairwell.
Yeah.
And
The door casings to be a 1/4 inch thicker than the side casing.
yeah, that's for the entry door.
All right,
Correct.
so you want a
Any of them.
relief, it can stay the same proportion, you just.
Yeah,
Just
so-
write
yeah, that's
trim
all.
and he can
I
tell
got
It's
you
supposed to
later.
look like a
You want a
lint.
relief.
Can we zoom in on the lower right, which I believe is the east,
Where are we going?
opposite corner and down? One to your right. Yeah, you can zoom in on that.
Couple of clicks.
I just wanted to get a better read on those doors with the 6 light versus a 4 light, and I'm not adverse to them. It was hard to,
We normally go 6 light when
See
there's
them.
2 over 2s.
Yeah, what,
Okay,
Okay,
honey?
all right, so I got 2 changes.
right, well, let's move this if we can.
Motion to approve with the changes as discussed. The 4 light by the front door to match the gable.
Yep,
Remove the transom over the stairwell window
correct.
and beef up the trim around the front door. See Stephen Welch.
Just basically make the head casing
A
over the
relief.
front door
1/4
thicker
inch
than the side casings. That's all.
That's it.
Okay, that's all through staff. And this is Terry, for the record, we are now reviewing 3 beach grass. Okay, so on Val's motion, that would be Carrie.
Aye.
Thank you, Stephen.
Hi.
Val on your motion,
Aye.
and I'm in favor. That's number 3 beach grass. Now we can move directly down to 14 beach grass, which is the same model.
Mhm.
And I'm going to guess that maybe we have a different trim package that we could, or colors.
It's just in reverse.
Oh, okay.
Colors, I think the same thing.
So it's
goes
a
with that,
flip side.
Yeah,
and that, and that.
All of the same architectural
Colors.
changes would apply.
yeah.
You wanna go back up there?
Ah, yes.
Those.
Now the colors in Linda in the little box
No, I
next to the
never look at them. I always
elevation.
look at these, it's just so much easier for me.
Show us what you.
You're 6/1.
Right,
Right here.
No,
This one?
no,
go to the elevation page. There's a box with the,
There's your
right
words.
there.
Here.
oh, they did put it on here. All right, it's charcoal black, Nantucket gray, trim. Just black, it's the same thing, but it's over across the street on the other side of another
So
street.
same trim colors, different location.
Yeah, I wanted to keep the colors on these big ones more subdued than white, so they didn't stand out by themselves.
You're an artist, Linda. Thank you.
No, I just asked for 10 of them.
Okay, so
Motion to approve through staff with those
There.
changes.
with, that would be through staff with the same changes that were applied to 3 beach grass. And this, Terry, for the record, is 14 beach grass that's being reviewed. And Stephen's motion, on Stephen's motion, Val,
Aye.
Carrie,
Aye.
very good. Stephen on your motion.
Aye.
And I'm in favor. Motion carries. That's 14 beach grass off the table. And now we move to the third of that prototype, which is 19 honeysuckle.
I make a motion
Same
to
thing.
approve through staff with the same changes as were required in the prior two, which is 14 and 3 beach grass.
The same color scheme?
No.
No, it's a different color scheme.
It's
It's,
in the book.
it's National Weather, Nantucket Gray, Black Sash.
I'm good. Okay, so on Stephen's motion, Terry, I know we're moving fast, but that was for 19 honeysuckle. Stephen's motion, same revisions that we applied to both 3 and 14.
Okay.
So on 19 honeysuckle, all those in favor of Stephen's motion, Val,
Aye.
Carrie,
Yes, but why no window change in this one?
We
So
are,
it's the
Yes,
same window
same.
changes.
No, but they're all 2/1s, all 3 of these big houses.
Yeah, they're not next to each other.
None
What
of
do you-
them are supposedly.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what Carrie's
she
saying.
just wanted to know why it's the same 2/1 configuration as the other two models.
Oh,
Well, if they're
I
next to each
understand.
other,
I
right?
think
yeah.
those are like 6/1 or something like that.
oh. it's a fair
I can
question.
go to 6/1 if you want me to do 6/1 on this.
Carrie,
Yeah,
did you hear that?
I just thought the whole concept was that they're not all exactly alike, and
So-
these
so
ones
Linda
being the big ones stand.
has offered up 6/1s on this one.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Which is included as a modification to my motion.
Okay, so there is a modified motion on the floor. Val on the modified motion.
Aye.
Thank you, Carrie.
Aye, thank you.
Even on your modified motion.
Just a brief comment on my motion.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I have to say
I'm
it for the
kidding,
record.
I'm kidding.
For the record,
Yeah.
the speed at which we are reviewing these formally and voting on them would not be possible without the power of the internet and preview, which has allowed at least a few of us to review these thoroughly before the meeting. So I wanted to make a comment on that. And I'm an aye.
Val
Okay.
did her due
And
diligence.
I want to comment on Stephen's comment. We also have to consider and appreciate the power of Val Oliver.
Yes. yes.
Stop it.
No, that's true. Wow, this is so good. Okay, so I'm in favor too. That's 19 honeysuckle. Okay, next.
Now we have an M2, a medium 2 design. on
Okay.
1 beach grass.
And
All right, very
the
good.
other houses that are the same,
17 honeysuckle.
just the one?
Linda, let me just present it.
Yeah, really, she's doing a super good job for you over here.
Well, I think that's the only one of the ones that you haven't approved already.
So this is a model that we have approved previously.
Before, it's over
Okay, It's
here.
worth noting too.
Very good. Yeah,
They're the
worth
same.
noting.
What numbers
Just
do you have, Val?
Flipped. I have 17 honeysuckle and 1 beach grass.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, that was cool.
Sorry. no,
You
we
can
didn't
always
get
watch
more.
from your desk with popcorn.
Yeah. Bye. Okay, 1 beach grass.
No, this is a medium. No, it's not.
Do we
It's a
call it a
medium.
medium
Yes,
because of the
it's a
square
medium,
footage
it's a
or
medium
something?
1. It's a
Yeah, that's
medium
what I was
number
gonna
2,
ask.
which you've already approved before.
Okay. All right. La, 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 la.
Well, 87 or lot 17 is not a, it's a small. So they're different, but not different.
They look exactly the
Yeah,
same.
no, they're
No, there's
near-
an S, there's an M2 and an S1, and that's an S1 over on 87.
So what's different, Linda? Because
No,
they look.
seriously, it's a mirror image.
Probably, but they just have different numbers because they changed the design. They backed up the design too much. It's the interior floor space, I think that
Well,
makes it
that-
different.
we don't care about that.
All right, so it's 87, yeah, go ahead and do 87 and 17 and the other one.
She
the one.
seriously did.
Because we have a
Okay.
master list.
Yeah, they're the same footprint,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mirror image,
What are the colors?
slightly different. One is, bear with me.
This is where they are, guys. That's how far
Sidewall,
apart
trim
they
is
are.
white, sash is white, door is white, colonial slate pewter wood, roof. A gray foundation, really, could we be a little more original? Just, you know, of course.
I can go Main Street yellow.
The other is a Quaker gray trim, black sash, and Hamilton blue door. And the last, a gray foundation. with colonial slate or pewter wood.
Okay.
I will say that I think it is important that if you drive through some of the communities that were developed this way, there are similar models in Nassau and Nashawizit and Beach Plum. The roof color makes a tremendous difference.
It does.
So if if you're, I know we're approving an option, but I would just say, I know you're an artist. So if you would stay on top of that level of detail, because it'll make a big difference for years to come.
Well, the deal with the colonial slate, we're running into that they can't get colonial slate, and the closest color to colonial slate is pewter wood.
Oh,
So that's why it's slab. If I can't get colonial slate, is always gonna be my first choice, because that's my favorite color. But then if you can't get it, what they're doing now is Shepley's were substituting pewter wood because that's the closest color to it. But I always try to go colonial slate first.
I would just suggest that you try and switch it up a little bit, because if they're all pewter wood, then it's gonna look like a pewter wood.
There's a ton of
community.
Metamori black and a ton of
Okay.
charcoal gray, and if we can get cobblestone, we'll get it, but we can't always get that either.
okay. So what we are officially reviewing at the moment is one beach grass. Any comments on the design?
Yeah, same as the last one.
We have that stupid
Gable
window
to the-
again. No, no.
Well, actually, no, you got a six.
I got a
like,
top
that one
sash.
looks fine.
Where I get the
on
6/1s and 6/6s, I get the top sash.
Yeah,
for
I'm
these
sorry,
guys.
I'm looking at the other one.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Carrie, any comments on this design?
Only a question about the sighting of these, how many ever there are. Are there any of these on a corner lot where the side elevations with the huge rear extended dormer, broken back are
We'll-
visible?
We'll show you both of them, but we'll show you the one that's under, oh,
We
so
do see that,
yeah.
yeah. that's a little
it
bit-
is on a corner lot.
Yeah.
This one,
Mhm.
one beach grass is on a corner lot.
Yep, I just think the combination of the dormer and the broken back are not, I wouldn't want to see it all over Nantucket. And because it's so visible on that corner, I'm afraid it might become something typical.
Yeah, so we're looking at some photographs of one that's already built.
Mhm.
What were you concerned about?
Just on the side elevations, the combination of the broken back with this big dormer up there, right there on the
Oh, that.
south, south and north. I wouldn't want to see that all over the place.
No, there's only 2 of those.
I'm gonna take a picture and text it to you.
Yeah, because it's,
There's
well,
only 2 of
it's
them in
rough
here.
framed right now, but I mean, it's not terrifically objectionable, or at least I don't find it so.
Okay, thanks.
I'm with Carrie, I don't love it. I think if it's an isolated incidents.
Mhm.
Yeah, we only have 2 of this design in here, and I fought them on it, but this is where we ended up. It's better than it was when it
Hang on.
started out.
Carrie's got the floor.
No, I'm good. If I get that photo from Val, that'll be great.
Okay,
Oh,
she.
I sent it, you didn't, okay.
Well, we have full reception in here.
Yeah. that's true.
But if somebody made a motion, that would give Carrie a chance to be able to get that photo and get.
I'm getting it.
Somebody-
Motion to approve.
As submitted, I guess.
Well, I was gonna wait for Carrie just to take a quick
No,
look.
I got it. I still think it looks massive and I just want to reiterate, I don't want to see this all over the place on Nantucket. I mean, this neighborhood has its own special characteristics, which are quite large and, things are whatever, but, yeah, that's all.
We only got 2 of these.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you, Carrie. Terry, for the record, we are about to move on one beach grass, okay? And Stephen, did you put a motion in?
Yeah, motion to approve as submitted.
Okay, the motion is to approve as submitted. On the motion, Val,
I,
thank you. Carrie,
Bye.
very good. Stephen,
Aye.
and I'm in favor. That motion carries. Now we're going to move to the same prototype, albeit in mirror image form at 17 Honeysuckle. Same colors?
no,
No.
all
No.
white,
All
trim
white.
windows, doors, and colonial slate roof.
Thank you. Which lot is this? To Carrie's point, is it on a corner? Just say
Oh,
no.
no.
Okay, this one, Carrie, is, there you go, it's sandwiched between other properties, not on the corner.
And
Yep.
I'm sorry, Street address,
17.
17 Honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle.
and it's a single solo flyer.
Yeah. The duplexes are the hash marks.
They all have hash marks.
No,
Anything,
the little multiple hash marks up there.
anything?
You all right with this?
Just as you said it, this is the only one. I'll go last.
What was that?
I'll go last. The download is super slow all of a sudden. It's the only one I did in
I think
preview.
it's here, the booster in this one.
Somebody make a motion on this one? Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I will, motion to approve is submitted.
As submitted. Okay, so that's Val's motion. On Val's motion, Carrie.
Aye.
Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, I can see from here.
Stephen's in. That was an I, right?
Yes, I just wanted to check on the colors. Okay, white, white, and white.
Okay, so Stephen's in. Val on your motion,
Aye.
and I am in favor too. Okay, that was prototype number 3. Now where do we go?
To go to number 12 beach grass, and
Correct.
it is the only one that looks like this.
Oh,
Correct.
interesting. Okay.
It's a large also, but it's the other large.
Where is it? Because it is a very weird side.
It's right there.
I'm not appreciating the nuances between small, medium, and large.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that
I
either.
like the term. They're all like, I don't know, they're all mediums.
Yeah, okay, there.
We've seen large, Linda,
So
over
what's the-
Richmond.
I want to make sure I have the right plan. Is it done? Oh, no,
No, that's not the right one.
I didn't think so. I thought it was this one.
It is.
Okay, so that's looking a little larger.
This is what was submitted to me.
We'll keep going down to the bottom because she has erroneous plans mixed in. No.
Go all the way to the top. Oh,
That's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
sorry.
Esmond,
I
go to the
apologize.
bottom,
That's not
go
the
to
right
the top,
one.
go to the bottom. go to
She's in the
top.
wrong house.
What?
She's on honeysuckle,
Oh,
not
okay.
sand. Or
I apologize.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I know it wasn't me. I spent
Listen,
3
we're doing
days
a
putting
light
this
together
together.
here.
Wasn't me.
Wait, which one? I thought we're on 12 beach grass.
12 beach
We are.
grass.
It's
Okay,
right
well,
there.
those are the drawings I have.
Yes, but she had the wrong
Okay,
one.
so this is large.
And there's only one of these.
Yeah,
That's good.
And it's sandwiched between, oh, go to the streetscape. You can see it on the, below, right there.
so it's essentially the ones we just approved with a gable dormer instead of a shed dormer in the rear.
Well,
Yeah,
Which one of the 3 is it?
it's the middle one.
The middle one, okay, so from
Yeah.
the street, it doesn't look so bad. I think the sides are quite long,
the
but,
north and south elevation.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be hard to see this one from the rear because it's,
and this,
there's a green space in the middle of this grouping. On
Gotcha.
top of it.
hey, Carrie,
Yeah,
are you getting all this?
I am indeed.
Okay, good. Because I looked at this and said, holy crap, the sides are long. But the part that we're actually gonna see in the upper left-hand corner there is the front. And this is standalone, it's the only one of its kind, and it's between 2 other buildings. That is all I will
And
say.
it has a park, it has a green space in behind it, and then it's behind 3 other houses that face honeysuckle, so it's, can't really see it.
Colors?
I just want to clarify something. The
Yes.
chairman's comment, crap, is clearly requires a pause.
Did I say crap?
Yeah, well, that's, you clearly
I
required a
did too when I
pause.
saw it, but what colors do we have here?
Didn't you?
I
You
would
mentioned
say-
it was an acronym.
I would say that on the south elevation,
I
I'm
went to
eliminating the
Catholic school.
transom again in the stairwell.
Yes, all those transoms are coming out. The roof is charcoal black, the trim is cobblestone gray, the windows are sand tone, the doors, I see green, so I subdued this one also. No white on this.
Good.
I'm just not a big fan of that long broke
No,
back saltish box.
I know, if we could
thing.
see it, I hated it when I saw it.
But why not just do a salt box?
I went over that with them. There was something going on the inside that they couldn't do that. And I think this is the one that's been sold.
well,
But I would
Let's
say,
not see it again. How about that?
I don't want to see this design again, and I'm not going to.
What did you say, Carrie?
I said, let's not see this one again.
You
you
won't,
know,
and it certainly
That's a
won't be
fair
exposed anywhere.
All right,
That way.
given it's a bleak.
I,
Val, your turn.
I also don't like it. Would there be any merit to No,
No,
Never
I
mind.
tried that.
you don't even know what I'm doing.
Oh, yes, I do.
It's ugly.
I tried that.
That's not.
But if it was anywhere else in this subdivision, I
Hang
would say,
on,
oh my
you know what,
God.
I think there was somewhat of a misunderstanding. Earlier, I believe it was Steven said, why don't we just go for a straight salt box? And Linda said, no, because of such and such reason. Now, what I thought that Steven meant was that the eave on the left-hand side of that upper right-hand drawing would drop down. But I think actually, and I don't want to put words in Steven's mouth, I think that he's saying, rather than have it broken there, why not just have a continuous
Yes,
roof?
exactly.
pitch?
Because it
Instead
doesn't
of
change your
breaking it down.
interior.
Proportion
I
for.
said that to
Yeah,
him.
it
I can
doesn't-
break it, I can stop breaking it at the top.
That's exactly what I was proposing.
Yeah, I think that that's better.
Okay.
I mean,
I
listen,
didn't like this.
No,
I think
so
we
you
can
just
all
do
agree that
that.
it's a flawed
Yeah, you just do
design,
this.
but
Fine.
it's
perfectly
simpler,
happy.
it's simpler, and frankly, it's gonna be a hell of a lot simpler to frame.
Frame it,
if
because you don't
just
have to put a
I
beam
know.
in
I
there.
told, I said, what are you doing?
Okay,
I'm
so
fine.
I think that of two, let's call them two evils,
Okay.
this would be the lesser of the two evils.
Okay.
Carrie, are you following along with that?
No, this one.
As
I
ma-
am, that's, what would the slope be then? It's quite-
It would
Well,
stay the same,
it'd be
it's just gonna
slightly,
be-
No.
slightly
Just
steeper than the
follow the
one that
same.
already exists there.
I know.
See
it's
that?
hard.
You
I
just,
see it. I do. I still think it looks really weird.
then just go straight line rather than a broken line.
Yeah,
Like as is showing.
yeah. Just
Yeah,
straight.
but I also think we don't ever see that on Nantucket, so I still think it's really strange.
Yeah,
I agree.
this is the
Yeah,
strangest one of them all.
I think if you take off from the ridge, the
Why
existing
don't you,
ridge height to the eave, to
Yeah.
the top plate, it's
Yeah.
gonna be less. If you try and extend the lower plane,
Oh,
which
no.
is shallower, up to the ridge, I think it's gonna look strange because it's gonna make the window and the gable off center.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's for
So
sure.
it will call attention to the whole conflagration up there.
You can't move the window?
Well, then it throws everything. I would just suggest that from the ridge point as
Yeah.
exists on the rear where there's the
Yeah.
broken roof, eliminate the broken roof
Go
and
straight.
connect the points that exist at the ridge and the top plate.
Okay. That's what I have.
That's
drawn.
my suggestion. You don't
I
have to
don't
take it.
understand.
Instead of coming off the line from the bottom,
Connect
take it
the
from the
dots.
top. Just connect the top to the
Yeah, instead
bottom.
of doing this, you start here, Esmeralda, and go straight down.
Leslie, that was
You
really
make
good
this.
when she erased it, you erased it.
You start
Yeah.
here,
It's
Esmeralda.
like,
down
It's
here,
really cool. Yeah.
Okay.
go straight.
it's just not a normal,
no.
Sort of.
you're gonna eliminate a window.
I got
Okay,
it.
I think we all know what we mean.
I got it.
Or what Steven.
Yeah,
meant.
I don't know. This is a weird one.
Do it, because this is a really weird one.
Can you just put a line, is there a line tool?
No, there, it,
No,
unfortunately.
she's doing it by hand on the little
Yeah.
draw thing.
That's okay.
Can I
I got it.
ask a suggestion?
Yeah.
It might be a little complicated, but on the front elevation, extend the ridge all the way across, so there's no break and smaller mass on the right. Front elevation,
Say what?
front
Yeah.
elevation,
So
west.
straight-
Extend that ridge so it's one long ridge. There's no drop in it on the right-hand side.
Okay,
Why
so-
can't you just do this as like two pieces? One main mass, and then if you go to a side elevation. And then instead of having that huge dormer on the back, make it a full mass. I really can't get past how just massive and odd this looks. And I think you could get the same program in a different massing and simplify it a lot and make it a lot more typical of your.
Well, I hear what you're saying, Carrie. If you actually did what you're suggesting doing, they're gonna be adding to their ground coverage, because that little small add-on piece that would be on the,
Mhm.
if that's the west.
Yeah.
On the south elevation, if we go to the south elevation,
Right,
see
it
the
gets
little thing
bigger
with the
there.
crossed out window?
Yep.
That, all of that would be, have to become part of the building, like.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be
You'd have to
more of
make
a redesign for sure. It would be more of a redesign for sure, but I think it could look a lot more typical of a Nantucket building. This one just bogs my mind.
Why don't
I
we just
think-
hold this for revisions? if we
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
get
Porch in there.
Even though
Okay,
you
let's,
gotta
can I
relay
motion to
this.
hold?
Motion to hold number 12 for revision.
Yeah, good idea.
Thank God that's the
12
only
beach
one.
grass, on Val's motion, Carrie,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Val,
Aye.
I'm in favor.
I told him this one wasn't gonna go.
Okay, now 10 beach grass.
All right, 10 beach grass.
Sisters, brothers.
It's fairly similar to the first one we approved
Okay, at 5.
with 2/2 windows and the squatty 4 light in front of the.
This is a
front door.
medium one, so you know, there are 2 medium ones.
It's 1 at
Um,
10 and
We've
1.
already approved this
and
one
one
and already
rear.
approved this one, so you
So
only
this was
have
an only
1
child.
and 1.
Wait, wait.
Yeah, these are already approved, so you only have 1 more in and 1.
Oh, 1.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
so
is
we're
never-
only reviewing this one, which has already been approved.
Yeah, twice.
Colors.
White windows, platinum gray trim, and Newport blue door. Front
Look, and
door.
the roof is that charcoal?
Colonial slate.
Oh, no, slate.
Anybody have any issues, concerns with this?
Just the window next to the front door like we required on the
Yeah.
other ones.
And the trim around the front door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, can that be somebody's motion?
I'll make it. Motion to approve through staff with the 4 light in the gable being the window next to the door and the door trim to be modified.
Okay,
um,
With the larger head
With
case.
the.
Deeper head casing.
With
Deeper.
the deeper head casing.
Yes. Okay, thanks for the motion, Val. On the motion, Carrie,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Val on your motion,
Aye.
and I'm in favor. So Terry, that was of course 10 beach grass. And now we're going to go to 2 India, no,
indigo.
2 indigo.
Okay, there's 2 of these.
What's the other street address?
I think 15 honeysuckle.
Yeah, it's down, these are, this one up here. And then that one way down here.
Now, for some reason, 15 says new dwelling revisions. Is that?
Yes, 86 had to be changed because of the lot size, and we changed the configuration to match 81. So they're on 2 opposite ends of this street here.
Okay, so, but it's really a new application, right?
No, well, it's a revision of the one you guys already approved. So it's the same design now as 81.
Maybe we're getting too far out of our skis. Let's do 2 indigo first.
Yeah. 'cause
I
That's
think
it.
they're getting rid
That's
of the
it.
one that was approved and replacing it, and these 2 are exactly the same,
Different
Got it.
colors, but same.
except for the colors.
Okay.
Not much happening here.
I have the same comment about the porch on the side, which is the west elevation.
Make the porch wider.
Okay, there is
Oh,
no,
yeah.
there is no dormer above it to match, but I'll just make it wider by a foot on
Go
the
to the
side.
end of that window and people on both sides.
No, which should be about a foot,
Yeah, foot on
and
each
then
side.
not, and then a foot on the other side. Good
Yep.
point, Carrie, thank you.
Same comment on the head casing,
Okay.
The head casing on the front door,
you know.
okay,
What about
Excellent.
what about lowering the dormer on the front elevation? The windows are way under the dormer wall.
oh, that's.
So the windows should lift up, then they'd be more in line with.
I tried that, guys. We had a problem with this particular house. Both of these are affordables because they're so limited in size that if we tried to raise the windows like 3 inches, what they did have originally were these big, huge top parts of the dormer. They are already squished up in that second floor. I tried to get them up a couple of inches. I couldn't get them up any higher because then their dormers blew up on me.
I'm not understanding.
Or
that
ceiling
at
either.
all.
Yeah, I
Um,
think you've got room to go up a little bit before you hit your ceiling height on the interior. You look-
Yeah.
I tried that and they said they hit it.
As you,
The
can you,
guys who
no,
brought
no,
us
don't
on
get
It's
it.
impossible
Can you zoom
unless
in the
they're
upper
framing
left
it with
so we
like-
get that one
It's already, take a look at the first one.
and then center it up.
You mean the photographs?
Yeah,
So Linda, your ceiling height is high enough that if you were to come up, you'd still have, you just shift those up 3 inches.
I would rather add a freeze board.
They look like they're right at the
Then
floor.
maybe put the dormers down.
Yeah.
What's there the other?
I can't, I
But-
don't wanna go to window pans then. But I just,
You don't need to, there's an 8-foot ceiling height.
I went over this with him 100 times. I can get him, I can try it, or I'd rather put a freeze board up there.
No
The
freeze board
board's
is
doing
gonna be
nothing
weird.
No,
Well, and put the
nothing.
window thing in the middle of the board.
No, that's not the issue. The issue is all the space here.
Oh, you have no idea what they look like to begin with.
Well, how is it negotiated?
Linda Williams, I know unless those rafters are framed as like 24-inch deep rafters.
This is what you guys already approved. I can probably get them down to that. But I think they're very close to that. This is what we ended up with the first time.
When we say down to, we're trying to tell you up to, just raise those windows up.
I'd rather drop the dormers down. I can't raise the windows. I've already been over this with them.
This
I
isn't
don't-
even the same
Why? I don't
width
understand.
of a
I
dormer.
know.
This is a wider dormer.
I got the head case. I got. the
That's a
top of it
wider
down.
dormer.
Linda, just please indulge me. What is the rationale for not being able to raise the windows?
I asked them this, and the guys are very difficult to deal with, but they said they couldn't do it.
Okay, no, that's not an acceptable
I'd
answer.
rather
Right.
lower, I'd rather
Stephen
lower the
is,
the height of the
Stephen is
top.
a building inspector, and Val and I and Carrie are all in the architectural trade, and we're all saying that it can be done. That is telling, okay, so we
But we don't
all,
have a section, so we don't know.
we don't have a section,
But
but
I
you
can
know,
see what's going on. I can't see it in my head, but I know what's going on in that framing. You can move that up.
of course you can.
Move what up? The windows or move
window,
the
the
top down?
You could do either, actually.
Because I brought the top down on these.
You could do
You can
either.
do either without it hitting into the rafters.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
bring the
we're
top
all
down.
trying to tell you.
Okay, how many inches?
Probably 6 inches minimum.
That would be good, because then between the corner of the head casing and the face of the rake, you're gonna have less shingle showing, which is the whole point of this discussion.
The width of the rake.
We actually
dropped
could have
down.
short circuited this whole thing just by asking for shed dormers, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they don't have any shed doors on the fronts in here, but I don't really care. But they all match.
Actually, the shed would be a nice way to break that up.
There's shed dormers on the side, and I'm looking at them and they're perfectly all right, you know.
Are you good with shed dormers?
I'm fine with
Let's
shed
go.
doors.
It'd be a
Let's
nice way
go
to
to
kind of
shed,
change
then,
this
then
up.
we don't have to worry about this.
Or 12 shed
4
dormers.
and 12,
Okay.
pitch.
So
Everybody good with-
Dormers, not
Everybody good
dormer.
with that?
Yeah,
Carrie?
Yeah,
Alright.
if they need to add a little freeze board under it, if there's too much shingle between.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, tight to the
Then a
head
freeze
casings.
board does kind of make sense. So, looks like we're gonna approve this with, 3 provisos through staff.
Head casing,
A casing thicker,
that side
widen the
porch.
side porch a
Yep.
foot on each side.
Yep.
And the dormers on the south elevation to become shed dormers with a freeze tight to the windows,
4 and 12. roof
412
pitch.
pitch.
That is
I'm gonna run
Stephen's-
these by Steven in the office when they give them back to me.
Stephen in the office.
I guess she's gonna track me down.
Oh,
Yes, I
you,
am.
Steve. Okay, got it. Okay, so that is Stephen's motion. On Stephen's motion, Val,
aye.
Carrie,
Aye.
Stephen,
Right.
and I'm in favor.
Now, do you want to do the same thing to
Oh, yeah,
86? It's
yeah.
identical.
Okay, again, 86 means in common speak, 15 honeysuckle.
Yep.
So Terry, we're jumping down to 15 honeysuckle, which is the same model, and we're
Exactly.
going to have the same set of conditions for approval through staff.
Okay, I would just like to suggest that this one, because it's only 90 degrees different from this and right 3 or 4 houses down, is we actually go back to the gables, but we reduce the height of the gable.
I'm fine with that too.
All right, they're here.
Yeah, and the other one's on where your other thumb is, so it'll
So gables on 86 and bring the
Yeah.
top down.
drop down.
Okay.
6 to 9 inches
Right.
through staff. Oh, head casing thicker at the door. I think we
That's
said
everything,
that
they all the
porch
same thing.
with another foot.
Yeah, got it.
That's the motion.
Okay. That's Stephen's motion. On Stephen's motion, Val.
Aye.
Thank you, Carrie.
Aye.
You good, Stephen?
All right.
And I'm in favor. Okay, so that was 15 honeysuckle. Now let's jump back up to 6 beach grass.
This is the only one of this kind.
This is a duplex, affordable housing duplex.
Okay.
I think their idea of parking is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Well, that was, we inherited from Richmond and that was worked out before we ever got this stuff.
What is their idea?
They have off-site parking and all
You have
kinds
to
of
have
stuff.
one space per bedroom, but the lots are so small, they won't fit, so you get parking on another place.
I love
Everybody in
that
there-
idea.
Everybody in there
I
has parking on
love that
somewhere
idea.
else.
If every duplex on Nantucket had off-site parking and it was enforced, so people weren't driving on the street,
Or parking on the
overburning the
grass.
right of way, parking on the grass, digging it up, creating potholes, it'd be wonderful if there was like a common parking lot. It'd be awesome. I really think it's a good idea. You should think about that.
Well, it's going on through the entire development out there.
It's like being at home with Steve, my Steve.
Well,
Okay.
a
Okay,
good point's a good point, no
It's a
matter which
duplex,
Steve brings
it's
up.
offset from itself, it's pretty simplified. It is right here. The
okay.
only other
On the
duplex is over
corner?
here.
Well, hang on, let's
Well,
let
inside the
Carrie, there
Yep.
it is. Back
Okay.
one. Okay,
And we went through the we went through the planning board to drop it down to 4 spaces.
Sit on the side.
okay. Yeah, how did,
Front
okay,
door faces beach grass, but it's interior of the subdivision, not out on the main road.
No,
Oh, no, it's on the main road, but it's on our corner. We're of
The
Indigo.
elevations again.
yeah.
which,
Carrie, did you say you wanted to start?
Oh, I just wanted to see the elevations again.
Oh, sorry.
The upper left, I believe, faces the
Yeah.
road.
What street address is this?
Six
Six
grass.
beach grass.
Oh, okay, I'm
The
sorry.
west faces beach grass and
that doesn't
uh,
look,
north faces the little Indigo Drive.
Yeah,
north-
I guess
west
that
is
would
the-
be north, yeah.
west is the front.
Yeah. I have no problems with this.
Just for kicks, what's the colors?
What are the colors?
White, grays and black, I thought. Let me see.
I would have thought Linda would have had something other than white.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one doesn't have
Trim
it
is
written on there.
Nantucket gray, sash is
Oh,
Oh,
white.
yeah, it actually did have it written on
Colonial
there.
slate, front doors are black, sashes are white, and the trim is Nantucket gray.
Yeah.
Why don't you make
Really?
the sashes gray?
Or Sandtone.
Something other than white, because it
Yeah.
is a large building, and I was kind of liking that whole large buildings get more sedate
Okay,
trim.
Sandtone is fine.
Okay,
Not black for sure.
not black.
The front door is black.
Any other comments, questions?
Nope.
Cool.
It is definitely the larger of them in
Yes.
terms of overall appearance.
Duplex.
Yeah.
And have you looked at the duplex behind us lately?
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody want to move this?
Motion to approve is submitted.
No,
What did I?
Sandtone
Oh,
windows.
Oh, I called the Sandtone.
Yeah.
Sandtone sash
okay,
for staff.
through staff, Santone Sash. On Stephen's motion, Val,
I,
Carrie,
I,
Stephen.
Just not on my game on Thursday, Stephen is and I.
All right, yeah, and I am too, not on my game, and also in favor. Okay, that concludes NT property. Now we're gonna get to NHA property at 8 Honeysuckle.
This is what it's like.
8 honeysuckle and 12 honeysuckle are the same.
Oh, I
2-1.
Flip.
love it.
These
I
are
just love it.
housing Nantucket ones, guys.
Okay, good, great.
Aston, when he was doing this whole thing, he had to swap properties for them to get access on beach grass, because Nantucket, Housing Nantucket owned part of that beach grass, so they couldn't even get into the new development and create the new road. So they made an agreement 4 or 5 years ago to swap, so they gave them 3 lots for Housing Nantucket in return for getting the access on beach grass.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, so that's how that happened.
Okay,
And here's where they're going. Photo array for you. And I have a.
These crack me up when you take pictures out there because they mean really nothing. Like you can't tell
Pile
one
of
from
dirt.
another.
Yeah, well, they're taken in the daytime.
yeah.
And from the road.
8 and 12. Oh, so this composite photo shows all three. of
All
our
3 side by
lots.
side.
Dave
All the
Honeysuckle's
colors,
a little
colors
messed
are
up.
different.
8 and 12, what did you say?
Colors are
Check out the front door on it.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, let me switch over here.
It's just a drawing probably.
Well, it comes from I mean, it's a little shot of another drawing, so that somewhere there's a drawing that shows that door, that's a corner post.
Well, you guys have, yes, you guys have seen Dinah's stuff before.
Yeah, did you see it, what we're talking about, on 8?
I know there's something missing.
Well, just
No,
look at the
it's
door.
something,
It's also.
it's
corner
not
post.
missing, it's actually more than we want to see, which is a column right in front of the front.
Oh, right in
door.
front of the door.
Hey, you know what, kids?
Well, the door is
Well,
actually.
the door is in the wrong place,
Yeah, it's,
just so you know.
it's the post of the building.
It needed to go, it needed to go to the right. Look at the
Okay.
right-hand one. They just flipped.
Very strange.
Oh, yeah, now I get it. All right.
It's not the subject of our concern.
And these face, the rear ends face property owned by NHA because they have that whole section on Miller's Lane behind it. So they actually face us. They face our lot 72, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, the streetscape. Need to look at the elevations.
So Val, the elevations for you are good,
Yeah,
all right?
of all three of these houses, actually.
Okay, so just not to belabor this,
Okay.
but we got on 8, we have white sash and trim, we have Hamilton blue door and Moray black roof.
Lovely.
Good,
Thicker depth head casing,
fine.
it's that same proportion.
All right.
No, she's got it all equal all the way around the door.
Well, but Steven's suggesting otherwise.
Yeah.
It's not a flat casing?
No, because it's such a wide piece of trim,
It's gonna be big and very clunky.
So you want the head casing to have a relief?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and all that.
yeah, and only
Um,
because of the width.
Okay.
Hey, Carrie,
Yeah,
anything on 8 honeysuckle?
nope, I'm good.
You good? Okay, so Steven's gonna wanna have Steven and Ray actually are gonna wanna have the head casing over the front door to be proud of the side casings like the other ones. And I think that's the only through staff,
This is, what's the trim on this one? Was this Quaker
White.
gray and white?
white and white.
Okay, I think the other one's Quaker gray and white. Maybe. So,
Yes, you're right. The next one we're gonna review is.
so a motion to approve through staff with the head casing at the front door. That would be-
Okay.
Okay, that's Steven's motion. On the motion, Carrie,
Aye.
Val,
Aye.
Steven.
Aye, actually, that's
in favor.
to provide everything.
Yes, okay, so that was 8 honeysuckle, Terry, and now we're moving to 12, which is essentially the mirror image and also a slightly different color.
It says on here, white sash, Quaker gray trim, Newport blue door, charcoal black roof.
Correct. Difference being the Quaker gray.
Quaker gray trim and white sash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, do we have an image of that anywhere?
What it looks like.
Quaker gray with trim and white sash.
Oh, they're all over the place. I've done a lot of them.
Alright.
Trying to think of an example. You know,
I guess it's anywhere like
we
it's.
have done it before.
Yeah, natural to leather trim with white sash, always jumps out as. nice.
Yeah, that's.
We just changed that big one to sand tone with Quaker gray, but that was a massive one, so.
What about Essex green, Linda?
On the
If we do
windows?
if we did
God,
Essex.
that used to be so popular.
It was
Well, it used to be Essex
very
green and
popular.
cobblestone trim, which is my favorite color. I've done that
I
a
love
million.
the Essex green.
Awesome.
Well, Carrie, what did you
But I
say?
have
I just
cobblestone.
said I really like the Essex green. Nobody uses it anymore.
I know, because everyone wants black.
So moved.
Black has replaced
Required.
it.
So, what was the trim again, Linda?
White. Oh,
No.
Yeah, I don't want to do Essex green and white trim.
No, what was the color you said?
Like trim.
Quaker
Quaker
gray.
gray.
Quaker gray trim with Essex green sash. What, would you keep the door the same?
no.
Essex
Go
Blue.
No,
green
that the
does
door
go
should be Essex green.
An Essex green
The should
door
be Essex green.
and head casing at the front door to provide a
Yeah, I got
relief
that.
through staff.
So we've got Quaker gray trim, Newport blue front door. and
No.
charcoal black.
Quaker-
Oh, that's Quaker gray.
No,
Essex green.
Essex green.
Front door
and
sash.
Essex
And
green.
sash.
And the roof is charcoal black and
Yes.
Now, that's gonna be a handsome house.
the trim
It
is
is.
Quaker gray.
Yeah, that is, I like that idea. Okay, so that was your motion, Steve?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so on Stephen's motion, Carrie,
Aye.
very good. Val,
Aye.
Stephen, on your motion,
Aye.
and I'm in favor.
So we skipped over 10 then.
We did. That's it. The
And that's-
10 is our dramatic conclusion.
Yeah, and that's sandtone windows, cobblestone trim, door colors Gardner green, and the roof is colonial slate. I like that combination.
I like that. Yeah, that sounds good.
Benign.
Okay. You okay with the colors?
I wasn't paying attention, but I'll look here.
It's sandtone windows, cobblestone trim,
Cobblestone.
Gardner green front door, and colonial
What's
slate roof.
Gardner green? Is
That's that little bit of a bottled, it used to be, what the hell, we had Essex green and the other color. I forget the other
Forest?
color.
Oh, yeah, it
What
was
was
named
it?
after a tree.
Forest, was it just forest?
No, it wasn't forest. It was, we had Gardner's the lighter of the two greens. It's not black green, it's that lighter green. It's on the Nobby shop. I use it on the Nobby
Forest?
shop. No, it's not called forest, it's something
It
else.
predates
Gardner
me.
green is what they call it now.
Okay.
Okay, well, all right, and then the roof is colonial slate.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, what do you think?
Good.
Good.
Had
Carrie,
Casey
did I
in
hear you say it's okay?
Yes.
All right, can we move it?
Motion to approve with the trim over the front door being modified like all the rest.
All right, on that motion, Carrie,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Val on your motion,
Aye.
and I'm in favor.
Thank you,
Here we
guys.
go, the lightning round.
1 hour. It took us 20
You
minutes.
guys said you weren't on your game. I think that's false.
Being prepared helps. Thanks, Val.
You're
I
welcome.
knew we were gonna
Yeah,
get stuck on
that
that
was
one though.
extraordinarily helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm feeling much better about our agenda.
Yeah, I didn't want this to all tie you up on Tuesday.
Yeah,
We
and
had
I'm
no
not-
Tuesday.
I'm hoping this is just, just.
Don't jinx it.
I'm hoping this doesn't become a regular thing on Thursdays.
No.
Oh, no, it can't, it won't. I
We're
will,
not,
I will
um,
not allow it.
We're not bringing the other 10 in until next year, so we're just gonna deal with
The
the
other
other, the
10.
I think if you don't
the
have,
first group.
10 more houses is gonna sink the island.
I'm doing the 25 now, and then the other 10 are off till next year.
Oh, that's good news. Okay,
should have a minimum number of homes to be heard. If you have, you're one applicant and you have 13 homes, you can be heard on a Thursday.
I think you should do special projects on
maybe we
Thursday.
could-
That's what
I
we used to
don't
do.
you know,
Something.
well, okay. I'd have a different view of this whole thing if we didn't have duplicates and possibly triplicates.
Yeah.
Because if we were reviewing like 15 different designs, that would be onerous.
Yeah.
But we're not. So anyway, this worked.
Great.
Should we adjourn, folks?
Yes, please.
Okay, can somebody?
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you, John McLaughlin. So John McLaughlin has made a motion to adjourn. On that motion, Carrie,
Aye.
thanks for sticking in there, Carrie. Thank you. Stephen,
Aye.
John McLaughlin on your motion.
Aye.
John McLaughlin, AKA Val Olivers, that's an aye, and I'm in favor too. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
Oh,
We should
well,
get a little John